Well, hello. This is Reverend Grace. I hope you've had another great day at Vacation Bible School, Camp Compassion. We're learning all kinds of things about how to share God's compassion with our world. We've learned that we have compassion when we welcome each other, when we sit at tables, when we listen to each other's feelings and practice empathy, that feeling with each other. We've learned that compassion helps us feel brave, that sometimes it may be scary to offer compassion, but we have the bravery, the courage. God gives us that so that we can share God's compassion with others. Today we learned that it's important to have compassion for ourselves. Jesus wants us to love ourselves. Some religious leaders asked Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? They were trying to trick him, but Jesus had a really good answer. He said, love God with everything you have, with your heart and your mind and your strength. Love God and love your neighbor as yourself. Love all three, God and your neighbor and yourself. Jesus knew that we have to love ourselves in order to have love to share with others. And so he invited people, he reminded them to love their neighbors and to love themselves. Our compassion partner for today is the Boys and Girls Club in Columbus. Boys and Girls Club works with young people to help them learn to love themselves. Boys and Girls Club helps young people grow in some talents and get good at different things and get stronger. And they've often worked with us on some of our soccer and other programs that we do through St. Thomas. And so we're so grateful for their partnership in our community, for everything they do to help young people learn to love themselves. You can learn more about Boys and Girls Club at their website. We're thankful for all the work that they do. So as we gather here at the end of the day, I decided to meet you here by our font, where people are baptized. Because in baptism, we remember that we are marked as Christ's own forever. We are marked as Christ's own forever. And our invitation this day is to love ourselves as much as Christ loves us. So I hope you'll try to do that this day. As always, we're going to close by putting a hand on our head and another hand on our heart to remember that compassion happens in our minds where we think about it, but also in our hearts where we share that love with others. So keep your hand on your head and on your heart. Later on today, you may want to color this prayer and share it on our Facebook page if you like. But I invite you to repeat after me as we pray this prayer together. Gentle One, thank you for your Spirit within us, who guides, encourages, and strengthens us. Help us see ourselves through your eyes, with love, kindness, and deep joy. May we love our bodies, treasure our hearts, and celebrate our spirits. Amen. And later today, I invite you to take the daily examen. This is a spiritual practice that lets us reflect at the end of the day about our life with God this day. I hope you'll do that with your family or maybe by yourself. You and God talk about these things. But I'm going to offer the closing prayer from the daily examen. God of love, you care for us and you are good to us. Help us to know and love ourselves. Amen. Friends, go in peace to love and serve the Lord. Thanks be to God.